Welcome back. And I apologize in advance that I don't sound the way I ought to sound. To me, I feel as if I'm speaking down a tunnel. Benny has been babysitting his master for the last few days while I've been just sitting in a chair reading and trying to stay awake because this cold has really got me down. But anyway, I'm trying to get back on the road to recovery and starting out by bringing you a new series. In fact, you see, my eyes are even watering right now. So no, I'm not crying. I'm just everything. My sinuses are all messed up and everything. But where was I going? This series is about accurate ammunition, and I'm talking about how to really achieve the nth degree of accurate ammunition. I'm not going to delve too much into it today because of obvious reasons. But using just one set of cases here, I've got some virgin cases that have been never loaded before. These are Starline cases for the 270. I could have picked any other caliber. I could have picked any number of calibers. This is the one caliber that I had brand new virgin cases. So I'm going to start out with those with you, and I'm going to step you through the process of loading up the best ammunition that you can possibly get for that cartridge, or for any cartridge. This would apply to any cartridge whatsoever within the limitations that are imposed by the rifle. As I said before, the very best ammunition cannot shoot any better than the rifle that it's shot from. And conversely, the very best rifle in the world can't shoot any better than what you put in it. So it's a partnership. One goes hand in glove with the other. Is hand-loaded ammunition more accurate than factory ammunition? Not necessarily, as I've mentioned before. And I'm going to say that, as I've mentioned before, there are many of you are first-time viewers that have never watched my series before, and I encourage you to click the video tab up above and research down through. I've got about I think it's like 260 something videos over the last 10 years. And here's my buddy Benny. Yeah, he's been my stalwart companion over the last week or so. But let me just give him a little bit of attention. Ammunition can be thought of in terms of hand-loaded, which is really tailoring your ammunition. And he wants to do something more interesting than talk to this camera, but he's gonna lie down, I guess, and be just mind his P's and Q's for a while. So you can just stuff new cartridges together, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you just simply want to save money on ammunition, you can do just that. You can save anywhere from 30 to 40% sometimes on hand-loaded ammunition. If you make your own cast bullets, you can save an awful lot more. You can save probably 55 or 60% on your ammunition. And that's most hand loaders are what I would call just that. In other words, they're reloaders. A hand loader is somebody who I classify, this is in my own definition, and the way a lot of people that I learned from more or less categorize it through the years, differentiating between reloading and hand loading. Reloading simply being reloading the ammunition, and hand loading being rather a custom process by which you laboriously go through different steps according to your own needs and your own objectives to derive the very best ammunition that you can for your circumstances. And I said in a previous video about, what is accuracy, and it's not what you might think. What a person thinks of in terms of accuracy for a Model 94 or 336 Marlin is entirely different than what a person might consider for accuracy with his, super accurate 6.5 Creedmoor with a heavy barrel and got a Hogue stock on it and all that stuff. He's got all the very best accoutrement that you can have for that rifle. Those are two different levels of thinking, and both are perfectly appropriate. One shouldn't look down upon the other because they're entirely different species. But the super accurate ammo I'm going to be talking about is bringing your ammunition from what would be considered to be standard remanufactured ammunition up to another level. In other words, removing those satellite shots that go outside the group being here, and all of a sudden you say, where'd that one come from? Or where'd that one come from? I got that one? Those are the shots that you can remove from the super accurizing of ammunition. Bench rest shooters have been well aware of this for many years. I mean, and when I say many years, I'm talking about back into the 20s, at the very, very beginning of, rifle cartridges as we know them today. People back, inventors of, like Townsend Whalen and Ghost Venner Watkins, who designed the 22-250. Ghost Venner Watkins, he was a bench rester. He was seeking the very highly accurate 22-250 that would shoot super accurate groups long before, I'm talking. I mean, we're talking 100 years or more ago. So we've got to be very careful to avoid snobbishness that somehow or another we have achieved accurate rifles in our lifetime. Accurate rifles they've been shooting very accurate rifles for many years. And the only limitations that they had years ago was, the source of bullets that they had. They certainly didn't have super machinery back in those days that could turn out the high grade bullets that are being made routinely now. I mean, even the bullets that you buy for your 30-30 and your 35 Remington are far better bullets than they could buy back in the 1920s for the most highest accuracy rifles. So getting that high degree of accuracy is what this whole series is going to be about. It may not interest you if you're just simply a person who wants to, reload his ammunition, remanufacture his ammunition. This series isn't for you. But if you're looking to satisfy your urge to get those flyers out of the group and to bring your groups down to the smallest possible level that your rifle allows, this is the series that's going to do it. So I'm going to take my bow for the day. Betty and I are going to go back upstairs, and I'm going to pull out a book and probably pull out my Bible and read it. That's what I need to do. Maybe say a rosary. And Benny is just going to relax, I think, with me because it's super cold out. Just a couple of days ago, we had some of the coldest, we had record cold temperatures. It went down, I think it was 47 degrees below zero on the top of Mount Washington, just a few miles up the road from me. And that's the world's worth. Go on their website sometime. This is off the charts, but go on their website sometime. The Mount Washington Observatory. It's the world's worst weather. It really is. In all the entire planet, Mount Washington is considered to be by all meteorologists the source of the world's worst weather. It was frightful. They had I think the temperature descended to was 107 degrees below zero wind chill factor, and it was 47 degrees actual below wind chill, without the wind chill, 47 degrees below zero. We're talking about temperatures that you'd find in Antarctica, right here in central New Hampshire. So, and the wind was just gusting at velocities well over 100, I think it was 120 miles an hour, 125 miles an hour. So, but that's interesting stuff. So check out the Mount Washington Observatory website. And you can see they have different webcams up there. You can see what it looks like. In fact, they even have a webcam that shows what it does throughout the entire year. It's a fast one frame after another is one day after another, 365 days. So you can see an entire time-lapse video of the entire year. So thanks for watching. Whatever you do, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button right now and the bell. And I thank my Patreon subscribers for being so faithful and for the donations that you provided for me that have been keeping me going. That's so vitally important right now. With every the cost going up so much, it's frightful to try to keep my operation going. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and God bless.